Dozens more EBT cards are compromised in at least 2 towns. Today is Valentine's Day, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Mostly sunny and windy today, a high near 32. Williamsport and Watsontown police are investigating dozens of reports from residents whose EBT cards were compromised. Police learned the accounts were accessed at store locations out of the area and used for large purchases in multiple other states. In Watsontown, a card skimming device was discovered at a local retailer. It had been installed over a credit-debit terminal for an unknown period and was located and removed in January. The skimming device was able to not only capture the card information, but also PIN numbers. So far, the fraud has only been targeting EBT cards. If your EBT funds have been stolen, you're urged to call the EBT hotline to change your PIN, report online to the Office of the State Inspector General's website, and report the theft to the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. A 2-alarm fire heavily damaged a home in Lock Haven Wednesday night around 9 p.m. The Lock Haven Fire Department was dispatched to 107 West Bald Eagle Street and encountered heavy fire at the rear of the building. The fire was caused by discarded ash near the rear deck, which ignited the decking and spread into the interior of the home. No injuries were reported. Damages were estimated at $140,000. A family of 5 in Williamsport was vacated from their apartment after a section of an outside wall collapsed. The building at 761 West 4th Street has been condemned. The Sun-Gazette reports the first and third floors were vacant and the owner was able to put the displaced family in another building that he owns. A Clinton County man was seriously injured in an accident Monday in Center County. The 67-year-old man was driving north on Route 64 in Walker Township during rush hour when 18-year-old Alyssa Lewis of Howard reportedly pulled into his path. The man's vehicle sideswiped hers, sending his vehicle into a concrete wall. He was airlifted to UPMC Williamsport. Lewis was not hurt. However, she was cited for a violation of duties at stop signs. Roughly 88% of all faculty and coaches at the 3 Commonwealth University campuses said in a vote they do not have confidence in the leadership of President Bashar Hanna. The Association of Pennsylvania State College and University Faculties polled members, non-members, and coaches at Bloomsburg, Lock Haven, and Mansfield campuses. The association's president said the faculty and coaches have spoken and that Bashar Hanna needs to step aside. They claim his lack of leadership and behaviors have affected the students. UPMC has revised its plan to re-implement its masking policy. Earlier this week, the health system announced that the mandatory masking policy would return Wednesday for all patients, visitors, and staff in response to the recent uptick in respiratory illnesses. Now UPMC says that the masking is being recommended rather than mandated. Consumers are being warned of 2 growing scams that have surfaced. The first is the Pennsylvania Turnpike scam, where they text you for payment of tolls. The other is the PayPal scam that could lead to stolen personal information. Always verify emails before responding, even if it appears legitimate, and ignore unexpected payment requests. T&D Cats of the World in Penns Creek is once again offering a popular fundraising event. For $5, you can toss cookies inscribed with the names of ex-partners to the wolves. It's not limited to those you have been romantically involved with. It could also be an ex-boss, co-worker, or roommate. All proceeds will go toward the sanctuary to help cover care and operational costs. And the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl parade steps off on Broad Street and Patterson Avenue this morning at 11 a.m. People were lining the streets in the dark to catch that spectacle. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.